Here we are at 113 pounds. Julian Maldonado out of Boyertown is our 1 seed. The 2 seed is Dominic Findora from Downtown West. The 3 seed is Keto Shaw from Upper Darby. And the 4 seed is Matthew McCaughey from Abington. Looking at this bracket, you have Maldonado as returning state qualifier as a medalist at one point. Findora's returning state qualifier. Shaw's returning state qualifier. So there are some guys with some experience down in Hershey. But there's also a pretty good youth movement here as well. Quinn Smith, McCaughey, as you said, is the winner out of the East. Some talented freshmen. Ryan Laura out of Downtown East, also another talented freshman. So it's a balance of upperclassmen and freshmen talent here at this weight class. Looking through the first round, no real surprises here. Maldonado getting the win, getting to the quarters. Max Jackman getting a win, getting to the quarters. Laura getting a win to the quarters. McCaughey beating Sachs from PV, getting to the quarters. Shaw with a win, puts himself in that position in quarterfinals there. Matt Martin from Upper Perk, a senior, is enjoying a great senior season. One of setback in the finals against Maldonado, but he gets a win in that first round, puts himself in the quarters. Quinn Smith gets the win in a rematch from the district dual final, which he won, and Findora as well, getting a win, putting himself into the quarters. And then when we get to the quarterfinal round, you're gonna have some good matches. And as we see here, I'm gonna start, as I did in the 106-pound bracket, removing the boxes one by one each match. So when we look at this first one up here, Julian Maldonado and Max Jackman. Jackman's enjoying a nice sophomore season, but he doesn't have quite what it takes yet to run with someone like Maldonado. So Maldonado gets himself to the semis. And then we look at this Laura McCaughey match, and again, I apologize if I'm saying incorrectly. And I think McCaughey wins here and gets his freshman gets the semis. And as we look down in the bottom half of the bracket with Sean Martin, I'm going to go with Martin here for the mild upset, just like the way he's wrestled down the stretch in his senior year. And Shaw, yes, is a returning state qualifier, but I'm going with my gut on this one. And then we look down here at the Quinn Smith Findora match, which probably be maybe the best match of this quarterfinal round in this weight class, if I had to guess, because Quinn Smith's real tough out for a freshman, and he's got 29 wins racked up in this schedule that they wrestled. And again, you'll hear it a lot. Teams like Springford probably wrestled the toughest schedule in District 1 this year. So to win 29 matches in that schedule is saying something. But I think Findora is going to be a little bit too much for him. Again, haven't been here before, been the same experience last year qualifying for states. I'm not saying Smith is going to get overwhelmed in the situation, but I think maybe Findora will be a little bit more accustomed to tempering expectations and being as mentally prepared as possible for this match on Friday night. So there you have your semi set up, and we look here at the semis, and I got Maldonado making it back, punching that ticket, and getting to the finals. And then I have Findora beating Martin here to get a match in the finals between Maldonado and Findora. And if we look at the result of that, I think Dominic Findora gets that regional title. Maldonado's been wrestling well this year, but doesn't look like himself of some of the past. And Findora has just been real tough, especially since moving to 13. Some speculation as to why. Some say he's on a growth spurt. Maybe he's eating a little bit too much of that Royal Farms chicken located next door to Downtown High School. I don't know, but he just looks better at 113 to me, and he just better version of himself right now, and he's wrestling really tough as a result. So we look down at the wrestlebacks. We scroll down a little bit here. We come out of the wrestlebacks. Gross beating Trailar, Lasianka beating Sachs, Orem beating Vogel, and McGann beating Wittenberg. And we'll go from the bottom up there. I think McGann beats Jackman. Quakertown, a lot of those guys enjoyed a good season. They wrestle tough. They're all tough outs, and I think this is no different here. Laura beats Oram, Shaw beats La Cianca, and Smith beats Gross. That Smith Shaw match is one I'm looking forward to seeing if it does happen. A freshman on a senior. Shaw's lanky, rangy, crafty, and Smith's technically sound, but I'm gonna give the nod to the senior. Again, a guy that's been here before, and just probably a little bit too mature of a wrestler for Quinn Smith. Then we look down at the bottom, Laura McGanna. I'm gonna go with Laura. Again, Laura's another guy spent some time at 6. I know he had trouble making weight in that Downingtown West match, and he's probably right at the weight where he should be, where he's feeling good, and it's probably just healthier for him. So I'm glad to see that he's having some success now getting to regionals. And we have, from the drop down, we have Sean McCaughey, and then I got Shaw beating him again. The guy's been there before. And then you look at Martin and Laura. I got Martin beating Laura. Martin beating Shaw again for 3rd place. And I have Laura beating McCaughey for 5th place and to go to states. So there you have it, 1st through 5th. You have Dominic Findori, Julian Maldonado, Matt Martin 3rd, Keto Shaw in 4th, and Ryan Laura in 5th place. And this is a pretty good mix out of here. I think, I'm not sure, I'm not going to speculate here. I think maybe we get, with this representation, we can get maybe a squeeze a medal out down at Hershey. But this is one of our weight classes where we have a lot of balance, but not necessarily a lot of hammers. Keanu Manuel was a guy that was ranked and thought of pretty highly at 113. And he moves to 6, and he's even, and puts himself in better position. But, we'll have to see. We'll focus on this weekend, and we'll worry about states next weekend after we get our 5 representatives. So this is what I got for you here, 113 pounds. Hope you enjoy it.